With so much buzz around the film, what do you think is making it so special and really resonating with audiences?
Gosh, you know, I think that we've talked about a few things. I think one is that we sort of redefine what true love means, and I think we're ready for that, and it's fresh, and I think that's one of the things.
Yeah, I think, and I think the music, you know, I think that, you know, it's been a couple decades since we've done such a grand musical experience in film, and people were ready for it. I'm glad, because we didn't know, and I think the music's really resonating, and it's a story about family, and we've all been through that.
So what was the inspiration for Frozen?
Well, it was Hans Christian Andersen's Snow Queen, the book, and I just pitched it several years ago, and again, the idea of redefining true love and inspiration from the environment, you know, it's just a new environment that we'd never done as a feature. Disney's never done. And then this great characters, and especially the character of the Snow Queen, that we've changed her a bit from the book, but I think she's really fascinating, and I think people get drawn to her, you know.
So Jennifer, how did the film being a musical affect your screenplay?
Oh, it was, I mean, in some ways I had to learn a different way of writing, and what we did is worked with Bobby and Kristen every day, very closely, and we would look at some scenes, and then as a song came in, we would have to reshape the scenes leading into it. So it was a much more collaborative back and forth thing, and also, you know, you often have to give the best emotional scenes over to songs. So, you know, there's that little little bit that's tough, but it was definitely rewarding.
A favorite character?
My favorite character, I think, and Jen knows this, is Olaf. I can't help but love, you know, his head falls off, his arms fall off, he's just so much fun to watch, and yet he's got such a wonderful heart. He's just this innocent, big heart.
And you know, it's always hard to choose. I love all the characters, but I relate most to Anna. I mean, I was a lot like her growing up, and you know, and that she is, to me, sort of the more ordinary girl, just like a lot of us, and still is inspirational. So.
Did you have a big sister?
And I also do have an older sister. I have an older sister, Amy, who is my Elsa, and she was my protector growing up, and a great challenge at times, but all the things that
Ice and snow powers?
She, you know, I thought she had them.
At times.
I did think she was magical at times, so no, she's been a huge inspiration.
And do you have a favorite song?
Favorite song? I, again, love all the songs, but Let It Go is just an amazing song. It's, you know, swept the world, and you know, our challenge not only, you know, was to create this great song, great moment for Elsa, but then visually create this thing where she creates her ice palace. So I think I really love that sequence.
Okay, I'll go with, because obviously we both go with Let It Go. I will say, but I will also go to Do You Want to Build a Snowman? No. That's all I'll say.
I guess the other thing I would ask is, you know, the actors themselves, the voice actors that you have in here. If you want to talk a little bit about them and bringing how they you know, affected what this all became to be.
Yeah. Well, Kristen Bell was our very first Anna that we auditioned. Auditioned a lot of others. She was the one, you know, from the beginning, and she brought so much of Anna to this character. She brought sort of what Jen loves about Anna, that, you know, she talked too much, a little goofy, a little clumsy, whatever.
Funny,
but just this big heart, you know, and she really helped us sculpt Anna in the recording room. Then we've got Adina, incredible.
She, you know, and Adina, to me, there was no other Elsa. She had every quality in her voice and in her acting that Elsa is. She's a vulnerable character, and that's in her speaking voice, and that yet in her singing voice, it reflects like the power of her magic and the power of Adina's voice when she sings. It was, she was just an amazing actress to work with.
And then we had Josh Gad as Olaf. Josh, again, very early on, I don't know, he might have been the first one to audition too, but just gave us that really, really wonderful warmth, that comedy. He did a lot of improv with us in the recording room, created Olaf with us. And then we also have Jonathan Groff as Kristoff.
Yeah.
We were looking or listening for a little more of a gruff voice, more of a, he was kind of a loner mountain man of few words. Jonathan came in, Jonathan did this wonderful, warm, rich voice that everybody fell in love with.
Yeah.
The women and the men.
Yeah,
fell in love with
it
the
was
voice.
just like butter. I mean, it's this smooth voice, and we rewrote Kristoff.
We rewrote
yeah,
it
we
for
just said we can do more with
Jonathan.
him. He can speak. He can. Let's go for it. And he's more playful. And I'm so glad we did, because we had a lot more fun with this character. It's hard to write a character who doesn't want to engage with anyone and talk to anyone, so
And
it was a
then-
lot of fun.
And then Santino, who came in
Yeah.
and did a beautiful Prince Charming voice for Hans, although Hans is a very complicated Prince Charming, so he brought that also.
Yeah, he really did. He was great.
Great, that's it for me.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.